Good day everyone, I'm Brian Aldrin G. De Luna from DSC 1-6 and I'm here to discuss two topics. First one is the alternative theory and the second one is the differential association reinforcement theory. I will do my best to make this topic understandable and simple as possible. Now let us proceed to the alternative theory. So what does it mean? According to Telesposo RJ 2020, alternative theory is a theory in which attempts to integrate psychological and sociological concept of criminality states that crime rates are high in groups where social interaction is characterized by isolation, anonymity, impersonalization, and anomie. Before I explain the alternative theory in a simpler way, let us define first what are these highlighted terms. First is the psychological. It is related to the mental and emotional state of a person. So sa madaling salita, ito po ay nakapokus sa pag-iisip at emosyon ng isang tao. Halimbawa nito ay stress dahil sa schoolworks or pagka-depress dahil sa mababang grades. O kaya naman ay mga taong may galit sa puso na handang gumawa ng krimen. Next one is sociological. So, sociology is the study of societies and how human acts in groups. So, in other words, ito po yung pag-aaral ng tao and how they live, how they act in a society. And sa view naman po ng crime ay nagpo-focus ito sa kung paano gumalaw ang isang kriminal at kung paano siya magsagawa ng isang crime. Next one is isolation. So, it is the state of being in a place or situation that is separated from others. Para mas madali po nating maintindihan, ang isolation ay ang paghiwalay ng tao sa isang grupo ng tao. Halimbawa nito ay ang social status. Ang mahirap ay nakabukod sa mayayaman. O kaya, may isang lugar na nakabukod sa isang pamayanan na kung saan ito ay puno ng kriminal. Next one is anonymity. The condition of being anonymous. So ito yung mga taong may unknown or secret identities. Ito yung mga mysterious na tao. Next is impersonalization. Act or process of making impersonal, especially to rid of such humans, such characteristics as sympathy, warmth, and etc. In other words, ito po yung mga taong dehumanized or mga taong walang konsensya at awa. And the last one is anomie. So ayon kay Emil Durkheim, it is the lack of usual social or ethical standards in an individual or group. It is the absence of norms which can cause people to be lack of belongingness and being disconnected from the society. So for me, this is like the combination of impersonalization and isolation. So ito po yung mga taong wala sa sarili, wala ng ethical and norm standards, which can cause them to be isolated from the society. So balik tayo sa alternative theory. This theory simply focuses on the criminality which crime are prone to societies na may mga masasamang tao. So ang tanong, why does crime rates increase in this kind of societies? Ang sasagot sa tanong na ito ay ang alternative theory in relation to crime causation. On the classical theory, Cesar Beccaria argued that people weigh the benefits and consequences of the actions before deciding on a course of behavior. Criminals are not just doing illegal acts carelessly. Ang mga kriminal po ay marunong din mag-rationalize, mag-plot at mag-isip kung ano ang mga consequences ng kanilang gagawin. Mga alternative plans and what they are going to gain before they do an act. So bakit nga ba mataas ang crime rate sa lugar ng mga interaction categorized by isolation, anonymity, impersonalization, and anomie? It is just simple as this. People who are poor, no personalities, dehumanized, and no ethical standards are all vulnerable for criminals to make crimes and other bad acts that will make them gain something and reduce being caught by the police. In conclusion, the alternative theory in relation to crime causation focuses on the criminals, where they choose the most vulnerable target and with higher gain than loss at the same time. This theory is just like the rational choice theory of Cesar Beccaria.
Now that we're done to the first theory, let us now proceed to the differential association reinforcement theory. But first, let us discuss the differential association theory and the differential reinforcement theory.
Ang differential association theory po ay theory ni Edwin Sutherland, where in this theory, individuals learn the attitudes, motives, behavior, techniques for criminal behavior. Sabi ni Edwin Sutherland, ang criminal behavior ay natututunan sa pakikisama at pakikisalamuha sa ibang tao, interaction. For example, ako ay isang mabait na tao, masipag, matalino, honor student. Kaso lumipas ang panahon, naboring ako. Tapos nakilala ko si Juan at Pedro. Sumali ako sa grupo nila. Pagsali ko sa grupo nila, naging adik ako. Naging magnanakaw ako. Gumawa na ako ng krimen. Nagnanakaw ako eh. Gumagamit na ako ng droga. Ngayon, bakit ako naging kriminal? Dahil sa interaction. Pakikisama at pakikisalamuha ko kala Pedro at Juan. That is the differential association theory. Now, let us proceed to the differential reinforcement theory. So, in this theory, the keywords are rewards and punishments. This theory is Ronald Akers' theory, where it is the procedure involving two or more physically different behaviors. One behavior is reinforced, while other physically different behavior is extinguished. Now, what does it mean when we hear the word reinforce and extinguish? So, pag po sinabi natin reinforce, ibig sabihin ini-strength, ini-enhance, pinapalakas. So, pag naman po extinguish, ibig sabihin nire-remove, dinidestroy, inaalis. Parang pag-extinguish mo ng apoy, inaalis, pinapatay. So, sa madali pang salita, ang differential reinforcement theory ay nagpo-focus sa pagpapalakas at pag-alis ng isang behavior ng isang tao. So, para mas madali natin maintindihan, for example, pagdidisiplina sa mga bata. Ang pagdidisiplina sa mga bata ay ginagawa para malaman nila kung anong mga hindi dapat gawin. So, extinguish. At the same time, at ang pagbibigay naman sa kanila ng mga rewards, pag may ginagawa sila ay makatutulong para malaman nila kung ano yung mga dapat gawin at mga tamang gawin. Reinforce. So, ano kinalalaman nito sa crime? So, ngayon papasok na ang differential association reinforcement theory in relation to crime. So, according to Akers, people are first indoctrinated into deviant behavior by differential association with deviant peers. Then, through differential reinforcement, they learn how to reap rewards and avoid punishment in reference to the actual or anticipated consequences of given behavior. So, in other words, sabi ni Akers, sa pamamagitan ng differential association theory, natututunan ng tao gumawa ng crimes dahil sa pakikisalamuha, pakipag-interact sa mga kriminal na tao. At sa pamamagitan naman ng differential reinforcement theory, nare-reinforce, na-enhance ng mga kriminal ang kanilang abilidad sa paggawa ng krimen. So that's the alternative theory and differential association reinforcement theory. I hope you learned something from me. Again, I'm Brian Aldrin G. De Luna from BSc 1-6, a criminology student saying, life is just a matter of choice. If you want to die, please don't.